They're filming me heavily. Remember, they're changing my voice, but this video is important, so I'm going to make it anyway. Bear with me, I'll make this short. So, a video came out a day ago that I've just seen that says that 13 people died outside in the cold in New York. Okay, 13 people were found dead, 4 people in Houston, and there was a female who drove off, some kind of cliff on accident, from what I gather, and into the ice and drowned. I can't remember where she was from. I want to say it was Minnesota, but I might be wrong about that. Or it's Pittsburgh. So obviously, I'm not competing with the government. I'm Christ. I'm above them. Okay, going tit for tat with me, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's no going tit for tat. You people are dying every day, your family members, and you're going to hell after wasting your lives. Killing people is just a very stupid move to make. I'm not going to be moved, right? My brain has been zapped so many times that, it doesn't faze me. I just look at the situation, I make judgments, and I punish your souls and your offspring's souls, with an emphasis on your souls. It's very foolish for you to make those moves. For those of you who've been paying attention, maybe like a week ago or so, some days back, I brought up that out here in Michigan, where I live now, I've been here for about a month or so, in the Detroit area, that a female was found dead behind a dumpster from the cold. And not a lot of people are covering these events and videos, but I am. And so, never in my life have I seen any story about a bunch of homeless people being found dead from the cold until now. So when you look at the playlist I've been making, talking about how I'm connecting the dots, and if you look at the playlist about the wordplay in the news, you'll see that it's clear here. Instantly, someone in the news, was another person named Goodwin, right? I brought up, this female named Renee Good, Alex Preddy, and there was something else that I brought up. It's in the wordplay list here. And these things are connected, right? Like London Breed, the former mayor of San Francisco. That's part of the game they're playing, right? Jigsaw is a character in DC Comics, I believe it is, one of the enemies of Batman. And you have the Riddler, right? This is something that is part of the occult that's expressed in the comics. And it's a sick joke, right? They're even called comics. Well, there's a lot of things that connects to them. And for those of you who are avid readers, those of you who have looked into the occult and into Hollywood and so on and so forth, and you kind of sorted through the nonsense and saw the real stuff, you sorted through the CIA disinformation and saw the real stuff, I'm sure that you see that I'm right here. And that, it's on record, people like the Zodiac Killer, the Night Stalker, there's a bunch of occultists who have been serial killers and mass murderers, Hitler was into the occult, so it's not like a far-fetched thing at all here. And again, I said I was going to make this brief, so let's make this brief. I'm over time already. I just wanted to say that the first video I saw was the Houston one, and the female had the kind of very attractive reporter. She had a kind of white beanie on her head with a little fuzzy ball on the top, and that's similar to the beanie I was wearing in the picture I consider the most handsome picture ever made, right? It goes back to Psalm 45, the most excellent men, the most handsome men riding forth in truth, justice, and humility. Okay, and it has to do with being good looking and being good, right? So God made me a very righteous person because my family's generational loyalty and righteousness to morality and to God. Now it's making me hard to talk. I'm way over time here. So I just wanted to bring that up. That's connected. There's other things about the Houston videos that's connected. One of the few females I've dated long distance in my life was from Houston. I called her my Houston Hondurina, and actually have a video with her where she gets persecuted because she was dating me. But I gotta urge you that, I gotta help you understand this, okay? The devil punishes people for rebelling against God, first and foremost. All those people who died in the coronavirus, I don't know anyone who died in the coronavirus, pandemic. They're making it hard for me to talk, but to make a long story short, I've studied this for years. They are punishing people for not obeying God through me. You look at the viruses, Ebola, Zika, and the coronavirus, it lines up, right? Ebola, right? Ebo is my father's tribe. Also, is Obi scrambled into there. Zika is a character from Tears of the Sun, which is about it's about the Igbos during the Nigerian Civil War being persecuted by the Nigerian government. Has Bruce Willis in it. You know, there's a lot of connections there, and if you connect the dots, you see what they're saying, right? Koran a virus. Now, everybody has been doing what they say. A little kid could tell you that I'm not going to do what they say. So the wordplay is basically partially a distraction, partially, Set is a deity of confusion. Satan comes from Set and, okay, settle, Set and the deity El. Together, they're trying to get you to settle for the devil's ways. And they're punishing you as a society and as individuals, and they're punishing your offspring for it. And I could easily prove this, but they're making it harder for me to talk right now. I have a mask on my face, they're filming me. I'm over time, so I'm going to end this video here.